fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Ricky.
Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First down, Minnesota.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
Got you, boy.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
6-6. Pull it high. 56.
To the air. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Vikings first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Mecole Hardman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots nothing. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On play action, Allen looking deep downfield. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. Hey, let's go.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60, orange, 54. I know he is good.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Check, 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 check.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Watch the twist.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Exit.
Allen. And incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a run with Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They run again on first down. Cook. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Safety's creeping. You got him. You got him. Ha ha, you got him. Here we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Got it. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Let her
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
60 Pittsburgh.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Ready, set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You don't see me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 4. Tight off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second down, 6. At the 33-yard line.
Ready, ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. I got you, son. I got you. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Chuck 61. Matchbox.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 pick up on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Set. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let him know. Let him know. Check.
Set. Go.
Watch out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Topper.
Yeah, baby. Joker.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Mike,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 24, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
90 is a Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, hold. 90 is a
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He wants it all for the end. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
80 weapon, 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Kill. He's coming. Double up. Ready, go.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Check. Watch 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 99. Boom! Butt stop. Hot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dorsett's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Yeah, 7 to ending. Right by 4. Not today, you are. Not today.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There's a party now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Check. Crunch. 64. Weak. Slam. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Mike 5-4.
Box trot. Squeeze. Double. And go.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's our time.
Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that.
Go down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week, It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.